Hey everyone, this is Michael again, and welcome to my review of tonight's edition of Smackdown. And I thought tonight's Smackdown was a really good show. I have to say it was as good as Raw last night. There was two surprises that were on the show that I marked out two really hard. But this was just an awesome show. Of course, it's the Smackdown after WrestleMania. It was held at the Amway Center in Orlando, just like Raw was last night, and NXT Takeover and the Hall of Fame. So, but this was, like I said, this was an awesome show, and the show opened with Randy Orton coming out, talking about Bray Wyatt. He said that he proved, that he proved that he could beat Bray, and he is Bray's master. And, he goes on to say that Bray will never forget, his name, will never forget the name of Randy Orton. Bray Wyatt comes on the Titantron saying that Randy is not his master, and that he tells Randy that he has a rematch coming, and that he has a match planned for him. And, he said he wants to fight Randy, but in a certain match. And he wants to fight Randy in a House of Horrors match, which the match is called. And Randy wants Bray Wyatt to come down so he could beat his ass again. And we see the Bray Wyatt, whatchamacallit. And then we see Bray Wyatt is in the ring. And he starts to take out Randy, and they start going at it. And then from out of nowhere, Erik Rowan returns. He has a new mask, like the sheep. It's sort of like the sheep mask, but it has like a sort of a hose to it on the mask, on the front of the mask. And so it's cool that Erik Rowan has returned, and he takes out Orton. Luke Harper ends up coming out, and he kicks Bray Wyatt. And so as the segment ends, only Orton and Harper are standing in the ring. So, but it was a pretty good, it was a really good segment to open up the show with. Then after that, you had Renee Young interviewing Miz and Maryse, and they tell Renee how they feel about Cena and Nikki proposing, and Miz goes on to say that they are calling both of them out tonight, and it will be the last time they see Cena and Nikki on SmackDown. So, a short little interview. And then the first match was Naomi versus Alexa Bliss for the SmackDown Women's title. It was the rematch. But it was a decent match with Naomi and Alexa Bliss. A lot of back and forth action. Naomi in our hometown of Orlando, and Alexa was giving it all she got, but Naomi ended up getting the win with a submission move to retain the SmackDown Women's title. So, but it was a decent match. And then the next one, Curt Hawkins. Next match was Curt Hawkins was in the ring, just talking to the crowd. And then the first surprise, to get called up from NXT, it was 10. That's right, it was Ty Dillinger. And so it was Ty Dillinger versus Curt Hawkins. Awesome match. The crowd went really crazy when he came out, and they were crazy for this match too. So it was just really awesome. And Ty Dillinger got the win on Curt Hawkins. I'm like, why is Curt Hawkins still here? He's just a jobber. He's not being used a lot, so why keep him? I mean, they should just, release him, because, WWE gives him nothing, and they just make him to be a jobber. So, but all in all, it was a good match. I'm happy that Ty is on the SmackDown roster. but who knows what will happen, next week when they have that superstar shakeup thing, which of course is probably going to be it's going to be the draft. So it's definitely going to be the draft. So, but yeah, it was an awesome match. And then after that we had Mojo Rawley being interviewed about his win in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Really cool interview with Mojo. And then after that, John Cena's music hits, and we're thinking that John Cena is gonna come out, but no, it ends up being Miz and Maryse coming out. Miz as Cena, Maryse as Nikki, because Cena and Nikki weren't there tonight. So they're just in the ring, making fun of Cena and Nikki, both of them. Saying, Miz goes on to say that they only love themselves, and they say goodbye. And then after that, the last surprise entry of the night, the second surprise entry on the roster, and I went and I marked out for this also, along with Ty Dillinger, coming up. This is the second NXT star to come up, and it was Shinsuke Nakamura. And when they showed him, they showed a guy playing the violin. I was like, wait a minute, no, is he here? And then his music hits, and I'm like, holy shit, Shinsuke Nakamura is here. That's what I was like. But it was crazy though. I got goosebumps from that. So, but really happy that Shinsuke is on the SmackDown roster. But like I said, who knows if he'll stay next week? Next week when they have the Superstar Shakedown. So, but it was awesome. It was awesome seeing Shinsuke there tonight. So, and then after that, we had Baron Corbin versus Dean Ambrose in a street fight. This was an awesome match. Baron and Dean just going at it, just beating the hell out of each other. You had chairs in there. You had tables. You had Dean Ambrose do a table. Baron Corbin actually reached under the ring and got a belt, a belt strap, and then just started whacking it at Dean Ambrose. And then, later on, Dean Ambrose picked that up and started whacking Baron Corbin. But in the end, Baron Corbin got the win with the End of Days to score the win. So, but it was an awesome match. It was an awesome street fight match. The crowd was behind it. So it was really good. Really awesome match. And then after that, Shane McMahon ends up coming out talking about how much he liked, Orlando, how much, how it was in Orlando this week for the whole WrestleMania weekend. And then AJ Styles ends up coming out saying that he doesn't want to go, he doesn't want to, get off SmackDown. He doesn't want to go away from the show. And he ends up showing some respect to Shane after they had their WrestleMania match. So that was kind of cool. It was a awesome segment. It was really cool. And then after that, it was the main event, which was Randy Orton, Luke Harper versus Bray Wyatt and Erik Rowan. This was a good main event. Randy Orton, Luke Harper, just taking out Bray Wyatt and Erik Rowan. It was just, really awesome. You had, and in the end, you had Randy Orton and Luke Harper win the match because Bray Wyatt just left it cut, with the the Bray Wyatt dip, that thing, and then we went back. Bray Wyatt wasn't there, and so it just gave Erik Rowan a chance to beat the hell out of Randy Orton. Bray Wyatt was on, was walking back up the stage, and then you just had Luke Harper just kick Erik Rowan, and Randy just hit the RKO on Rowan to score the win. So Randy Orton and Luke Harper won the match. And so it was a good match, a good main event. I really enjoyed it. And this was, like I said, this was just an awesome show. 2 surprise superstars from NXT coming up. Ty Dillinger, Shinsuke Nakamura. I marked out at both of those, especially Shinsuke Nakamura. Like I said, seeing Shinsuke, his whole music, and him being on SmackDown, just gave me the chills, though, just in excitement. So, but yeah. So, anyways, that's it for my review of tonight's edition of SmackDown. Thank you all for watching, and until next video, I'll see you all later. Bye.